Good morning. Happy Sunday. All right. Just take a moment to get settled in your space. We're going to start seated today. All right. Beautiful. All right. So today's Sunday, which always, has a little bit of a reset feeling, or there's a quietness and a reflectiveness to a Sunday. And so today I would like to really dedicate to listening inward. We're going to come to our center line that we've been talking about and our center point. And I had this thought the other day that coming to the center point of you brings you to the center point of view. And I think it's a really nice way to remember that when you come back into alignment at your center, your perspective becomes this higher mind, deeper understanding. There's that place you go to where you can have compassion for yourself, you can have compassion for other people. So that's where we're going to go today. All right, so we're going to bring our hands into prayer pose because this particular mudra is very centering. It brings you right into that center line. It balances left and right. Okay, so we're just going to bring those hands into prayer pose. Let those hands touch lightly at your breastbone, your sternum. Draw up from the pelvic floor lightly. Just find that connection. Feel into that sensation at your base, at your sits bones. Let that pelvic bowl be neutral. Find your belly button. Just give yourself some stability by engaging there at the belly button, lightly drawing back. Beautiful. Now just feel into that strong, steady, grounded, rooted foundation. And just breathe into that for just a moment here. Beautiful. As you continue to breathe, stacking those vertebrae one on top of the other, just set the intention to create a little more space. If you could draw up, draw that line a little bit longer, creating space. And letting those shoulders relax down, letting that chest be proud and lifted. Making sure that base is still nice and strong. Let that head float on top. Light tuck to the chin to elongate through the back of your neck. Find your place of alignment here. Find the place where your energy is at attention and in alignment. But there's some ease there. Find that center line. Just breathe into yourself. Notice your internal weather today. And let that be what it is. Relaxing the jaw, releasing tension on the exhale. Beautiful. All right, let's come into that cat-cow. And again, as you're moving today, really keep drawing your attention and your sensation to that middle line. If you are a visual person, you can envision the spinal column moving through space, right? If you're just more sensory, feel it. If both of those are still coming online for you, just set the intention, okay? I'm moving this spine, I'm opening this channel. All right, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose if you can. right? Get some tissues if the allergies are getting you. All right. Stacking those joints, we're going to inhale, let the head come back, let the belly drop. Feel into that central line. You're going to exhale, draw that belly button up. Finding that third eye focus, if that works for you. Drawing up lightly from the pelvic floor, setting the intention to start moving energy up that spinal column. Inhaling and exhaling at your pace. You're finding what effort and ease means for you. What does it feel like to bring your intention, to bring the energy that you have to offer, and then let yourself be in that moment and just be as you are. Finding that ease where you can relax into the work. And when your body decides that it wants to push a little harder and you meet that edge, you don't leave yourself. You can still find the ease even as you meet the resistance. You can calm your own mind because you're drawing yourself to that center point. And that center point of you knows things. Beautiful. We're going to move for about 30 more seconds here. So if you want to add a little bit of speed or a little bit of energy, that's up to you. This is your practice. Feel into that center line, moving through space. Call your conscious energy to that spinal column. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to inhale. You're going to hold that inhale. Draw up from the pelvic floor. Pull back at your belly button. Third eye focus. Hold it. Exhale into rock pose. So just sit, breathe, catch your breath here. Let those shoulders drop. Let that jaw relax. Listening inward as you come into that center point. Beautiful. All right, we're going to do those gentle spinal flexes. Again, you're listening inward. What do you need today, right? Where are you today? As you inhale, you're going to let that chest come forward. As you exhale, wrap those shoulder blades around. You're still drawing the energy up from that pelvic floor, all right? Third eye focus, if that's for you, that's going to help you move that energy up that column. Here we go. Inhaling, exhaling. Let that breath move the energy through the column. Draw the energy in through your nose. Let it travel all up and down that spinal column. Envision that energy moving out and through as you exhale. Meet resistance if it comes, and then ask, well, okay, what do you need? Stay with yourself. Do you need to slow down? Do you need to push through? Do you need to pause? What do you need when that resistance comes? But don't leave yourself. Stay with yourself. We're going to take one more inhale forward, hold it up, lift. Everything lifts up that spinal column. If you could squeeze from the base to the belly button all the way to the third eye. Exhale, release. Let those hands slide forward, shoulders relax, jaw relax. Go to your center point. What do you know here? Beautiful. All right. We're going to do some spinal twists today. Really get that spine nice and open. So we've got cat-cows into those rock pose spinal flex, into a spinal twist. Your spine is invigorated. It is, you've moved digestively out. You've energized, right? It's really super powerful, super powerful. 3 poses and you feel like a new person. All right. So you can bend at the elbow if that's better. If you can, keep the chest open is the most important, and elbow bend, okay? But if you can lift those shoulders up, right, if that's available. All right, you're going to inhale to the left and you're going to exhale to the right. All right, I'm going to tell you something before you start moving, okay? Get really strong through your base. Super important because we're trying to open up through here. These were giving me some emotion last night, and I can feel it a little bit right now. So again, it's like, rather than turn that into a story, meet myself where I am. Okay, feeling some stuff. It's a little gentler. Let's move through this. All right, so listening, center line. All right, lift up, nice and strong. Eyes are closed to that third eye. If that's for you, inhale left, exhale right. You're going to find your rhythm. Let that belly button travel back as you exhale. Clear what needs to clear. Move energy through that spine. You're opening up as you twist. Find the relaxation in that jaw. We're going to move for about 15 more seconds here. Effort and ease. Stay with yourself. Almost there. Take one more inhale, center, hold. You're going to lift everything, draws up that spine from the base. Powerful exhale. Shake it out. Coming in to stillness. Find your pointer finger and thumb. Draw up nice and tall. Connect to your energy. Where are you open and moving? What can you feel? Follow that. Stay with sensation. Stay with sensation. Beautiful. All right. We're going to go into our kriya. And again, it's this idea of center line and what happens for you when you really get to that place. Center of you, center point of view. All right. I'm going to cue you on the poses at the beginning and I'm going to let you go into it and listen. Okay. All right. So those fingers are interlaced. You're going to put those pads of your thumbs together, create that nice, strong pelvic bowl and that mudra sitting there, right? It's like it's your weight, it's your center at the bottom. Feel into that, right? Center point, the center column is all through here. Your pelvis is another point, right, of center. Your heart, your third eye. Where are we in this line? Okay, where are you? Might be different for me. Okay, close the eyes down. Find that center. Here we go. God and me and God are one. Draw back at that belly button. God and me and God are one. 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 Take a final inhale, hold at the top for just a moment. Exhale fully, release it all out at the very bottom. Hold out for just a moment. Find that pelvic floor, draw up. Find your belly button, pull up. Or inhale when you need to. Beautiful. Shake out whatever you need. Butterfly flaps. All right. Our next one, we're in Gyan Mudra. Okay. You're going to inhale, let that expansion in your ribcage happen nice and big, heart space nice and lifted. Exhale, keep yourself lifted. At the bottom, hold that breath out. Pull your belly button in, drive it in, right? Pump, 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 pump. This one's hard, right? We know this. If you get 3 pumps, 4 pumps, however many, take your breath when you need to, right? Stay with yourself. Okay, be in that center point. All right, Gyan Mudra, strong through this pelvic bowl. Gonna inhale. You're going to exhale completely. At the bottom of that exhale, leave the ribcage expanded and the heart open. And then you're going to pull that belly button back towards your spine. Rhythmic pump. Think of this navel pump as your fire, and you are driving that energy up, up, up into the heart space. Feeding the heart space, healing the heart space. Inhaling when you need to. Effort and ease. This is a beautiful one to practice effort and ease. Take one final inhale, hold at the top. Exhale, release it all out. Nice work. Shake out, shake out, shake out. All right. It's funny, I blank out every once in a while. Heart helper. Okay. Like, wait, what did we do? Okay. Taking that left hand, placing it behind your back, intentionally reaching for the right shoulder blade. But most important thing here is safety for your shoulder and just opening the heart space. So just that sensation of opening, okay? That's what we want. All right. Right hand is still in Gya Mudra, pointer finger and thumb. You're drawing up nice and strong through the central line. You're going to inhale fully. You're going to exhale fully. Hold the exhale out. Draw up. And this is this moment of feeling you moving your energy intentionally up the line. So when you're holding that exhale out, see if you can just draw it up, right? With that squeeze at your pelvic floor, back at your belly button, heart space lifted, right? Third eye focus. All right, if those are for you today, don't have to be. Where are you? All right, here we go. Inhaling fully, exhaling fully, holding out. Relaxing the jaw, coming into ease. And if a hard driving squeeze at the bottom isn't for you today, where are you? What do you need? Learning to give purely from what you have without force. Let your effort feed you here. Let your effort feed you. And what does that mean? Take a final inhale. Complete exhale, relax. Let that hand come back down. Shake out whatever you need to. And one final moment to listen in. Drawing your breath to that center point of you, wherever you feel it. Connecting that pointer finger and thumb. Drawing up nice and tall. Feel into the grounded nature of your sits bones, your root. Feel into the length of your spine as your shoulders drop and relax away from your ears. Your jaw relaxes. And you breathe into the knowing of yourself here. Listening inward. You can hear from this center place of knowing. How does it feel in your body to receive the words? You are always right on time. Just breathe into that. Notice. Don't try to change or solve or fix. Just notice. You are always right on time. And again, just notice what happens in your body and breathe into that. Relax your shoulders a little more. You are always right on time. Relax your jaw. You are always right on time. You are always right on time. Beautiful. Take an inhale here, hold at the top. Draw everything up that central column, pelvic floor engagement, drawing back at your belly button. Let that energy rise gently. Beautiful. All right, bringing those hands into prayer pose. We're going to tune out for our Sunday and the intention, carrying forward whatever you'd like to from class. For me, I'm going to keep trying to come back to my center line. All right, so we'll take an inhale here. Sat Nam. Sat Nam, my friends. Have the most beautiful day, and I'll see you on Monday. We've got 4 days, and this has been a really beautiful experience for me. I hope it has been for you as well, and just let me know if you need anything, okay?